Welcome back to sports. The Jena Giants are in the state championship for the first time in program history. It's time to break it down with none other than St. Prep's Lamar Gafford. Lamar, over your years, you've seen a lot of St. teams make it to the state championship. Not a lot, but a couple different programs. Last night at Jena felt special. Take me through your experience.
Just an overall great experience about it. I mean, you get a chance to see a team, a town that had been really wanting this for a long, long time, and they had been knocking at the door. Quarterfinal appearance, going to the semifinals appearance, but last night felt special. I don't think nobody left. I mean, when I left at 10:30, I think there was a lot of people that were still there grilling and cooking and everything else like that. I'm pretty sure that maybe they were still there about until 2 o'clock there. But nobody probably wanted to leave. Everybody just wanted to experience this and be part of this experience, and just proud of this team, and honestly proud of the fans of the community there.
And I was talking with Jay after the game. He said, I told him that was the loudest I've ever heard any high school football stadium. And I think the crowd actually played a pretty big factor in that game. Would you agree?
Yes. I mean, I think I told my airing partner, Brad Foster, in the first quarter, like, I can't hear myself think. I'm trying to, yell at him and everything. But it was just overall a great experience there because you had all those fans. People even coming back from that used to play on the team as well. Soldier Ray Jenkins, who used to play at LSU and who's trying to get into the league, he was there at the ball game. Some of the old alumni came for that ball game there. But overall, just a great experience there.
36, the final over Union Parish. Fast start has been the theme of Jena games this year. They've scored first basically every game this season. 4 touchdowns and 4 possessions, 3 of them from senior Cedric Wilson, our athlete of the week last week. What do you think led to that explosive start from the Jena offense?
I think just being comfortable at that point. I mean, they realized in that first drive when they held Union to a 3-and-out, and then they answered right back. I think that gave them the comfortability in order for them to really know that they can get things going. I think in that second drive, it was pretty much the same thing there, and they were able to build up a pretty big lead at that point. 14-0 right there at that point really gave them a lot of confidence there, that even when they gave up that big run, they were still able to answer right back. And I think after that, I mean, that was pretty much it for them.
And one of the biggest storylines heading into the season was how Jena's defense would play. I think 8 or 9 new starters on that side of the ball. Some slow starts, a couple lapses early in the year, maybe against Winfield, and some struggles, against Mangum in week 1. But to allow 6 points against Union Parish, which I think was Union Parish's lowest of the season, going back to I think week 2 or week 3. 1 big touchdown run is all they got. Talk about the growth of Jena's defense as the season went on.
They've gotten better, and I talked to one of their defensive line coaches who had basically mentioned that I think the game against Bunkie was kind of the turning point for them. Even though they did give up 45 points in that ball game, they had a key play where a scoop and score really helped them out in the ball game and really kept them pretty much ahead out there against Bunkie in that one. And then now you can see in the playoffs here that they've really been able to not really give up a lot of points there. I mean, I think 14 points to St. Helena. Mansfield was 20 points, and they shut them out in the second half. And then against Union, you only give up a touchdown there. That really helped them out there in overall there. And so right now, this defense is playing with a lot of confidence as well. We always talk about this offense. This offense is explosive, especially with the 2 running backs and also the wide receiver. But this defense is really playing lights out at this point, and they're gaining confidence as they get down to their biggest game ever.
And we're going to take a break for now. We're going to continue this interview coming up on Night Tide. We're going to preview Jena versus Sterlington in the Division III non-select state championship. We'll see you then. Welcome back. We already recapped Jena's game against Union Parish. Now time to preview another potential Jena revenge game as they face the 2-seed Sterlington in the Division III non-select championship, joined again by St. Prep's Lamar Gafford. These 2 teams met last year in the semifinals with a blowout win for the Panthers on their home field. What do you think the difference is this time around on both sides?
Neutral site. I mean, that probably helps out a whole lot there, but you got to have a feeling that both teams are going to really bring their fans in this one. Not saying that last game, that wasn't the case there, but now you're in the Superdome. Everything is magnified. I'm pretty much sure that, you got a Sterlington team that's been there last year. Obviously, they won the state championship, but you have a Jena squad here that I'm really interested in seeing how do they handle this trip down to the Dome. I feel like they're going to handle it business-like. I think we're going to see from that first possession how loose they are. But I feel like that they have a feeling that, hey, look, as long as they come out here and not really be scared of the moment there, I think they're going to be all right in this case there.
And Sterlington beat St. James on Friday night. Close game, basically into the third quarter. A couple St. James turnovers really plagued them, and Sterlington scored a lot of points from there. For our audience who doesn't know a lot about the Panthers, what are some strengths, what are some weaknesses, what are some ways that Jena can attack them?
I mean, they're a pretty good running team. I mean, they got a split back veer, so they do run the ball very much. I mean, they have tough defense. I know their head coach, Lee Doty, who used to be a Sinlaw guy when he was at St. Mary's. Really good coach and everything else like that. So, of course, you're going to have some tough matchups there. I mean, I think they still got one of the Downs kids that that's on the team right there. But they got a good squad there that can be able to run the ball, play defense, and that really translates to championships. And so I think the same way here, what does Jena do in that game there? I mean, how do they handle that matchup there? I mean, of course, you already know they're probably going to run the ball a good bit too. So you're going to have two really good running teams. But the main thing for them is keeping drives sustained, making sure that you maximize the most of your drives. That means getting into the end zone, taking the clock out basically, and not making mistakes. And I think those are the things there that they can win the ball game.
And I think you just hit the nail on the head there. We're limiting possessions in a game like that. We know Sterlington can score a lot of points. Jena can score a lot of points as well. But when you have a sustained run game, basically what we saw in the second half of Jena versus Union Parish, where Jena wasn't scoring a lot, but I think they held the ball for 7.5 minutes at one point in that third and fourth quarter. Like, that can make all the difference in a game. Keys to victory for Jena, what are they?
Absolutely. Like you said, limit turnovers, expanding the time of possession. That's one big thing there. And, seeing Cedric or Daniel pretty much go off. I mean, they've been very consistent all season long. I really feel like that if one or both of them have a big game, that really increases their chances of winning in this game.
And for our Sinlaw people who have never been to the state championship, we know a lot of LaSalle Parish and that area of the state are going to make the trip down, which we're super excited about. What can they expect when they walk into Caesar Superdome on Friday?
Man, it's a big dream. Like, I think you kind of get engulfed in it yourself as well. Like, I remember years back when St. Mary's made it to the Dome in 2015, getting the chance to cover the game. I mean, when I heard the national anthem, I felt like there was a tear coming down my eye. Like, I was like, wow, I'm here. And I've never really been like that in any of the other LSHA events. Like, I've been to basketball a lot. I've been to softball a lot. I've been to baseball a lot. They do a great job, but there's just something about the Superdome. And I feel like that's every kid's dream of getting down there and playing under those lights and under the dome for at least in their history.
And when I went there last year, I felt the same exact way when Ash was playing Edna Core in the championship last year. It's the anthem. That's the moment that hits. You look around, you see the championship banners, you see all the fans coming out and support the band. That's when it truly feels real. Do you have a prediction for the game?
Man, I think it's going to be a good game.
Okay.
I'm no prediction right now, but I think it's going to be a really good game. Right, exactly. So I think it's going to be a good game between two good coaches, two good programs. I can't really wait to see what it's going to be like. And we got that middle game there, so it's going to be exciting.
Awesome.
For sure.
Thank you for joining us in the studio, talking football with us all season long, Lamar.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
And we're right back here to wrap up the show after the break.